Welcome back again today, friends. We are doing some Mega Mama organization. Yes, we are. Now, I showed you in my last grocery haul that a couple weeks ago I got these very sturdy, fantastic pantry organizing baskets. Even though I'm struggling with my scissors there a little bit, they had some zip ties on them. But I got these. Those are the teal. Got these at Costco. They had them in teal and gray and white. And I got 3 boxes of the teal for 9 teal baskets total. And I got 3 boxes of the gray for 9 gray baskets total. Yay, we can do math. And they have a little area where you can put a label on the front if you'd like. There's a small, medium, and large. And so I am just going through here now and unboxing all of these and getting them out of their packaging. Now, on this day, what my goal was, of course, you know, when I start things, I think I'm going to get it all done in one afternoon, but haha. My goal was to get all of these new pantry boxes unboxed for you. And then we are going to start working on cleaning everything out of my 2 upstairs pantry closets. I've mentioned these before, but I don't think I've shown them. Now, the pantry closets, all the disclaimers I will give you before we get into them, they have been deeply organized many times. We started using the one pantry closet I'm going to show you. It has some probably 10-inch wide wood boards. I think it may have been a linen closet in this house in 1963. That closet is the first one I started using. And then, because we always have a whole lot of food going on, there was also a nice deep coat closet, and Travis got he measured first, of course, and he got another metal shelf set. Not as sturdy as the shelves I have downstairs, but does the job perfectly upstairs. And there's all the pantry baskets unloaded. And so now I'm going to show you these closets. So here's the one I was just telling you about that's deeper. And yes, it's just a hullabaloo going on in here. Now, this is not food we've just thrown in here willy-nilly and never see it again. This is food that we rotate through, and I'm in this closet, or kids are in this closet every day. Picture me cooking at 9 p.m. on a Thursday evening and doing filming, and I'm saying, okay, go get me some more sesame seed oil, and they'll run to one of these closets to get that for me. And this is the closet I said that already had the wooden shelves. So just a variety of things in both closets, and it was time. You know, some things in life are just a mess, and you just use it, function through it, shut the door, don't think about it anymore. That could be today's poem. Shut the door, don't think about it anymore. And there are those seasons, but those baskets inspired me to take what's going to become 2 days. Okay, future Jamrell knows these things. 2 days here and get both of these closets organized. And so the only way I know to tackle a big mess is to just get it all out. And we bring up our 7-foot-long camping table. I put that here in our foyer. And then we also have, you'll see it at some point here, it's off camera at the moment, about a 4-foot-long camping table as well. I just call them camping tables because we've used them camping, but we use them for processing our meat birds and birthday parties and all kinds of things. Don't worry, bleach takes care of it all. So today, I am just hauling everything out. I'm also not worrying at this point about putting like items together. We've obviously had a battle in the pantry closet, and we're not sure who has won. So I'm just getting everything out, and then we're gonna go down and organize like things in as deep as we possibly can in our pantry baskets. Now, I've gotten a lot of questions about pantry storage. I also have a pantry room in my basement. This question comes into play also with folks wanting to know about the kitchen remodel and will I have a pantry room upstairs? So my pantry room is nice and settled, and Travis has done a lot of shelving, and we've got short-term and long-term food storage and canning equipment and just all kinds of bathroom things. Even beyond the pantry storage, we have 2 sections of shelving for household items and bathroom storage. In a large family, it makes total sense to have 12 tubes of toothpaste and maybe 4 packs of extra toothbrushes and have those available because we do go through them. It also makes sense in a large family to have extra napkins and extra paper plates and extra toilet paper and things that we had extras of even before the pandemic. But the pandemic has made me stock up on things like you'll see here whenever I get to the other closet, like evaporated milk. I'm still a little twitchy about from during the pandemic when we could only get a gallon of milk, or sometimes there'd be no milk whenever we would shop. And so it just made me think about things I could put in place for my family that we would have, things that we could put in rotation and use now. But if there's ever another emergency, we have some of those things in place. So I will show you the evaporated milk here coming up and talk to you about my plan with that. Part of my food organization life, so we have the pantry room downstairs, and then of course, even now with our baby kitchen, I do a lot of cooking upstairs in the kitchen. That also means we don't want to run up and downstairs to the basement all the time, and that's where these pantry closets have come into play. I do have, like right there, I just set down 4 bottles of vanilla. In a perfect world, I would maybe have 2 upstairs and put the rest downstairs, but that's okay. Again, I can only go as deep as I can go with this. Also, with recipe development and big batch cooking and filming and sponsored videos and other promotions, I do a lot of cooking anyway, and I also do a lot of cooking with my business and all that I have going on. And so that means I might have some odd and end recipe components that end up in these closets, or I have left when I'm done. Like, I'll just say chili sauce, for example, okay? I don't use too much chili sauce, but I have a random bottle of it in this pantry upstairs because I use it sometimes. Right there is just a box of almond milk that I have for whenever we run out of refrigerated almond milk, and I rotate that through. So anyway, in my Jamarel world, there will be some odds and ends that end up in these pantry closets also. Also things like cereal for the week to eat, or whenever I get those awesome granola bar deals at Sharp Shopper, and I might get like 2 cardboard flats full of them. Those cardboard flats will just go usually on the floor in these closets, but of course things have gotten scrambled around there. So current snacks, current breakfast items, some lunch odds and ends, like I do have some tuna up there. So before we would go downstairs for tuna, we would use the tuna from these upstairs closets. So I have 1 thing of oil, 2 things of olive oil, other things that, again, I will need, and we rotate through. So another question I received on Instagram is how many expired items I had, and that's the thing. I really am purposeful in rotating items through. If I go through my pantry room downstairs and I see some things getting, we'll say within 6 months of the date or so, those items will be brought upstairs, so I'm sure to use those up. Of course, I'm not a stickler for expiration dates. We all know that the best by dates on many products, they have a continued shelf life even after that point. I just try to be mindful of dates and such in all of this pantry organization and rotating food through. Okay, so now I'm setting down my evaporated milk stash. So those bags of evaporated milk are at Walmart. They're in the $7 to $8 range. And every now and then here, I get a bag or two. And that way, I'm slowly building my evaporated milk stash. I will show you all the bags I currently have. Now, all of these could also be stored properly for longer term storage. But the dates on many of those bags are 2023 and 2024. Oh, and then here we go. Yes, here's just, let's talk about this big pile for a minute. Big pile of stuff. And so what I figure with the evaporated milk, now I have one bag that is dated for later 2022. So that bag I will be sure to use up this year and replace, and then we'll start rotating the other bags through. Back in the olden days, I would get 15 gallons of milk at a time. The kids were younger, and that would be what we went through the month, and I froze half and I left half out, and I had a whole little system for that back at the farmhouse. For a while now, we've been going through a gallon a day, and I don't keep that much milk on hand and frozen. We usually get 7 to 10 gallons at a time. And because we're closer to civilization now, you know, we have a Walmart nearby and such, there might be a day or two where we're out and it happens, and that's fine. And so that's when I figured that would give us good time to practice with some of the evaporated milk and work through it that way. But I do have enough evaporated milk. I drilled down and did the math on it. I have enough stored up for about 40 gallons. So I feel like that's just, it's a little thing I could do. And I think right there I'm eating dried apricots because I found that bag. It's a little thing I can do just to make sure my family has what they need in case of an emergency. And there you go. So that's what that's all about. And so my kids, several of them like to make pudding and pudding pies, and one of my kiddos even won a pie contest with his pudding pie recipe. So when I go to Aldi, I like to get their packs of pudding, and I am working now in my organizing, besides again taking out those dried apricots. Those sure are good. Those were from Costco, and they say they have probiotic within them, so yay, dried apricots. Anyway, I will keep, whenever I go to Aldi, I will get, we'll say, 10 or 12 packs of pudding, maybe 6 vanilla, 6 chocolate, and just keep our pudding stash going. They will have weeks with no pudding, and then all of a sudden someone is like, oh my goodness, it's been a bit. So then it's cute with their big batch cooking though. They make enough pudding, whatever the math is, they make enough to use a whole gallon of milk at one time. I think last time they did it, it might have been 14 boxes. And it was not my biggest mixing bowl, my next biggest. I thought they were going to have to move on, and they just did a massive thing of pudding. And within a couple of days, that pudding extravaganza was done. But they had made it themselves and read the directions, and again, just really, really liked that pudding. And so right here, this is my upstairs ketchup stash. So we, have kids have a lot of ketchup. We do go through all that ketchup and rotate it through. And ketchup happens around here. And so here I'm working on getting just a general baking basket together with some yeast and some vanilla. I will add other items to it as I find them through our big table here. And hey friends, remember my spring 2022 massive mega sale. It is underway right now, and for a very limited time you can click the first link in the description below and get my brand new 4-week gentle freezer cooking course, which is a $99 value. You get that for free when you purchase the brand new massive mega mealtime sanity saving bundle for 75% off. You get all of my large family freezer cooking packs. You get tons of sheet pan meal packs, big batch cooking guides, holiday guides, freezable cookie dough, a whole mega lot of everything that you need to save your mama brain when it comes to feeding all of your people. Plus, as a special bonus now through March 19th, you get that $99 freezer cooking course for free as a special bonus with that massive mega bundle purchase. We have electric pressure cooker meal plans, also 4-week slow cooker meal plans, and with so many of these products, there will be included, all thought out for you, 1-week grocery list, 2-week grocery list, or for a whole 4 weeks at a time, everything already planned out. What I like to do with those is I look through and see what I already have on hand, and then I put in a Walmart grocery pickup order or an Aldi order for the other items that I need. So it's not always a case where you have to order, if you're doing the 4 weeks of slow cooker meals, everything that's on the grocery list. You may have some or many of the products already to have a whole month of slow cooker meals planned out for you. So again, click the first link in the description below, get the brand new massive mega bundle for 75% off, and also get the brand new 4-week freezer cooking course for free as a special bonus. And yes, different parts of this project are overwhelming, and I'm just trying to, again, place like items together, look for things that relate. Right now I'm going after some more baking things. I'm also adding my oatmeal in on the breakfast items shelf. And I had one really funny and random smaller container of oatmeal that when I did a Walmart grocery order at some point, I didn't look at the ounces. I'm usually pretty good about that, but that one slipped by me, so I ended up with some smaller canisters. And now I am pulling together some different noodle packs and also some smaller bags of rice, odds and ends when it comes to noodles and rices. I have some gluten-free noodles and believe some chickpea noodles, various noodles that are needed, and I'm getting those in one of the bins, but I do end up with a whole shelf. There we go, looking good, coming together. I'm trying to show you progress pictures as it's moving along. It's time to, this is only the one deep closet that's been unloaded. I need to unload the second closet. And so I decided I needed to take everything out of both and organize all the items together. So at this point, I'm like, okay, I need to make some more room on this table, and I also start offloading things onto the smaller camping table. And obviously I am not a professional pantry closet organizer. Again, I just have my one J. Morrell method I do where I just get it all out of there and start working with it from there. And so there very well, I'm sure, are 100 different ways to do this better, but this is just how this mama could figure it out. Looking at, yes, what these different things are in my boxes. Okay, and so here, yes, I'm like, why am I unloading the basket? So there's just so many little things that I took some empty pantry organization baskets and started loading them, and then, you know, so I'm not carrying 20 things in my arms, and then giving them a ride and unloading them on the table. That works for some things. I also wanted to do things like, you know, just get everything off the floor in the closets there and give it a good vacuum and wipe down, because it's been a while for that. Of course, everything's in its packaging, but you know, you just feel fresh when you vacuum. And little behind the scene view here, I'm also trying, can I multitask one more thing? So I've been trying here recently to do more TikTok videos. So you'll have to go over and follow me on TikTok if you're not already. And so there you get to see, hey J. Morrell, how are you doing YouTube videos and TikTok and Instagram and Facebook and all of that? Well, you'll see that I'm doing a lot of the smaller videos for those other platforms just on my phone, because I can just edit those and get those up a lot quicker. YouTube, I've got to have all kinds of help and superhero powers and efforts to make it all come together. It's a bigger thing to tackle to get the YouTube videos up. Okay, so seeing what is left in this closet, getting out my instant brown rice and some noodles, some shell noodles, and tackling getting things off that lower level there in that pantry. This was also helpful because I had a couple packs of not Sharp Shopper, but just granola bars I had gotten at Costco, and some other snacky things that we ended up having friends over. Was it this day? Yes, it was this day. Yes, I'm trying to think through my days of the week here. No, it was the next day. Okay, but because I had just gone through both of these pantry closets, I had extra snacks ready to go. I do have a nice stash of lasagna noodles. I should definitely do some meal prep and some big batch lasagna here at some point in the near future. It's been a while since I've made lasagna, but those noodles, they need a purpose in life as well. Now I'm pulling down some beans. When kiddos put those away, they just left some of the stuff in the Walmart bags. Putting down some more, yep, beans on the floor. Got some sugar, some bunch of elbow noodles, all kinds of things, lots of teas. Elbow noodles, I should make a bunch of baked macaroni for the freezer too. And then, let's see, I was like, will it work? I don't know if I can open that door wide, but the other door does not open wide. So some baskets of things I had put in my one closet, and I decided to move it on over. I was thinking, condiments and spices and baking items all together on one shelf. We've got our barbecue sauce there. That's important. Yep. Noodle basket. It's coming together. But again, kind of person that I am, I have to tactile organizer. I have to touch and see and be involved in the process to see how I like it. And then we have to actually use it for a little bit to see how it's working out and kind of check back in. I decided to leave the jarred pizza sauce there. And now, real important, I'm making my hot sauce basket. Mama likes Texas Pete. I decide I need a different size basket for it. It's like the Pantry Tetris. And we have some different syrups. I just put away some more syrup and a mustard and a few condiments. And now I'm going to work through what's going to be the best way for these noodles. What shall I do? So we're at least going to get them over to the pantry now. And there you go, I unload them on the shelf. And then recently, I use the liquid aminos often in place of soy sauce. I had ordered some coconut aminos, and it came in a 4-pack, and that's how I like to have things. Okay, and so now I'm working with rice. I'm eyeballing things up there. Can I reach? I have to get my ladder at some point. Okay, I woke up and this was still here. That's sad, haha. Anyways, got it all unloaded last night. Got some organizing going. Stopped to eat dinner, just could not go on. I thought, you know what, I'm going to feel better if I just go to bed. I had to do other things before I actually got to bed. It's not like I said, stop, go to bed now. But I stopped, I had dinner. I got some other work things done. Saw my family for a bit. Let my eyeballs rest from this, and today I'll be able to get back at it with fresh eyes. So yay, fresh eye day, fresh shirt, new headband, well not new headband, but new headband for that day. And I feel like, okay, I can not only continue this project, I can complete it. I can be victorious. And this is the day. We had friends coming over in the afternoon, so that was my goal. We'd already gotten school done for the day, and it's after lunch now, but I had about a 3 or so hour period where I thought, the hard work's already done. The hard work was hauling it all out and getting the organization going. So now just keep on putting it away. You can do it. This was my pep talk to myself. So I did a whole basket full of various teas. We do have a lot of tea drinkers here, so I like to have a variety and also have new teas for them to try. So let's see what I put in that basket. I got 2 different types of mayonnaise there. What you gonna work out in that basket, Jay Morrell? Well, see, that's what I'm looking for. What else could go in here? Okay, we got some salsa. Got some different salad dressings. Trying to pull it all together. I'm also finding more jams and jellies. I had one kiddo that was really into a marmalade time where they loved all the marmalade, and then just recently they realized there's peels in it. So I'm like, but you loved it before you saw that. So that's okay, it happens. They're into peach preserves right now at the moment. So marmalade has come and gone, and now it's the peach preserve time. And there is a basket with different seasonings. A sampling of seasonings I go through fairly quickly again. So we're not running downstairs. We can just run to one of these closets for things. And now I do have probably 12 jars of Alfredo sauce. I have some recipes I've used Alfredo sauce with. I've always done like a homemade Alfredo sauce. But anyway, I don't remember what vortex I was in, but I needed some jarred Alfredo sauce. And so I think also in my future, I just need to do some recipes with jar Alfredo sauce. And I don't have any more than the 12 jars that I have. But it's still a lot to have upstairs. Like, I look at it every time like, oh, I need to use that Alfredo sauce up. So now I am doing a bean basket. Future J. Morrell knows things don't continue on with that bean basket. I just decide to have a whole lower shelf full of beans. But, you know, again, I don't know until I work through it. And there I am contemplating. So I'm just, you know, if you give a mouse a cookie, I can't just vacuum the pantry closets. Let's just go ahead and vacuum the hallway while we're at it. That's what I am doing now. We do obviously hope and pray and plan and are dreaming about the option that we will replace this carpet as we go through our renovations. Just not there yet. So in the meantime, I am just vacuuming all the carpet in the closets there. And I'm vacuuming the second closet now. And trying to use the hose in all the corners. And I'm going back after the trim in the back of this closet, one of the things that no one sees, but while I'm in there and have everything out. And then I was having kids not come through this way. They were having to go through my bedroom, which has a Jack and Jill bathroom door, and they're able to come back out in the dining room kitchen area. Had some things for some special recipes I want to work on that I ordered, different noodle types on Amazon. So I'm unloading those. And I'm contemplating where I'm going to fit those last few little boxes. Okay, and so now by this point I just realized I'm going to put these beans down on the bottom. Now it worked perfectly with this metal shelf set Travis Scott that the feet of the metal shelves actually fits up on the trim, and it's a tight fit in the closet. It just worked out. I mean, he measured, so I say it worked out perfectly, but he had a plan there, and those shelves have been in there for over a year and have held up perfectly. And these are Trim Healthy Mama baking blends, and one of them had a hole in the back, and so I request some tape. You'll like what I eventually come up with to block that hole. What I tell the kids is, you know what? If we don't have tape, bring me a Band-Aid. And that is what I put. I put a Band-Aid, just like a mom, right on the back of that. Go, yep, now it's Band-Aid time. There was no tape available at all ever, not even painter's tape. I can't believe it, but I need to use that one next. Again, back to getting things on the shelf. I got some backup whey protein powder and putting some cereal in there. And then I have granulated sugar and some coconut sugar. Of course, a variety of Trim Healthy Mama type sweeteners. I also have some bags of the Great Value brand stevia. I have not been using that, but I still have 3 bags of it left. It has that, what's the name of the chemical with the M in it that can affect your blood sugar? Yeah, if I say it, I'm probably going to say it wrong, but several of you told me about that. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, I will not, quote, save money buying those big green bags, but now I have them. And anyway, you will see those here in a minute. Not a huge deal. I've mentioned it. That'll make it a huge deal. So thanks for listening to my sweetener update. Anyway, more variety of beans. And now for this wider shelf, I'm going to work on stacking canned goods. Now when I go to Aldi, I try to always get the whatever canned goods I need, the flat of 12. So if it's corn or tomatoes, I always say I go through a lot of tomato products. That is not going to stay there like that. It's just, I need a minute. So I'm getting the individual oatmeal packs down at the bottom. I need to work with my kids more on those. I had gotten those, I did a grocery order when I was in the hospital, and, January 2021. So anyway, those little oatmeal packs, they're not used to using those, and they have not eaten them. So need to do something about those. But I still keep them on the breakfast shelf in hopes that, hey, we need to use these. I need to do something here. But I saw someone shared a recipe somewhere about using oatmeal, leftover oatmeal for pancakes. So maybe I could do something like that, cook them up and something. We'll figure something out. And so a variety of beans and corn and tomato products. I also have some individual soups, a couple cans of fruit. My kids like canned fruit. Before we get into the canned fruit, I'm like, okay, what fresh fruit do we have there, though, sweetie? I mean, of course, we love mandarin oranges in the can, but if we have apples, bananas, oranges, other berries, please put the can back and please pick some fresh fruit instead. It is nice if we're in between times picking up fruit, though. We have the canned items. But even like with the tuna there, so if we do tuna for lunch, that's going to be probably 12 cans or so, and that would be not a ton left over if we would even have any left over. We just, when it gets down to canned items, we go through a lot. Same with the canned chicken. And that's me trying to reach the upper shelves. There I am, I'm doing it. I'm pulling some rice down. And it's another area. I don't really think that one we could put another shelf. Like there's room, there's height, but you see it's kind of narrow to get in. So what is nice about that though is I can stack things high in there, where the other closet has a little more room to actually get in it. And I think I could, it's deeper. I think we could do one more shelf up midway higher. But this is great for keeping this evaporated milk. And that's my big bag of oatmeal. That's the, I believe, 25-pound bag I got recently at Sharp Shopper. And what I will do with those is put the oatmeal in a bucket or divide it into gallon bags. In my current kitchen, I would just divide it into gallon bags, keep them in this closet, and take out 1 or 2 at a time. Okay, so here is how this closet is looking. A little bit more rhyme and reason, definitely more organized and pulled together. And here is my deep closet. Still more room for canned goods, but good area for us to work with. And I still had one stack in this deep closet here. I had some Wassa crackers and also a box of about half-eaten ramen. I think we have some ramen left in there. Oh, and that's what's left on the table. So even though the closets look nice, we still gotta find a home for these things. And you will see Glory empty laundry baskets out beyond me. It does happen. Okay, so now I have everything back down to the long table. So that felt like an accomplishment. I got some lentils, but see, now I at least have a home for everything, so I know what direction to put it in. So I'm just trying to kind of put liked canned goods together. It can be difficult once you get into different size cans, but I start unloading here my cans of pure pumpkin. That can be hard to find different times during the year. And if I get making different recipes that call for pumpkin, I need pumpkin. So those are my, that's my pumpkin stash for right now. There we go. So there's the canned goods and the breakfast shelf, and then the lower shelf with sugars and things. Got my Bisquick there. Don't use that too often, but again, some recipe I may be showing how to do a topping with Bisquick, and then I need it. I have some different jars of peppers there. Seem to remember I was having trouble deciding exactly where to put the pickles. And I had some sauerkraut and some garlic and a random thing of carrot juice from Trader Joe's. So some of these items I had in a basket earlier, and I just decided to let them be independent. Had my popcorn seasonings though we were going to try, and I put those with my popcorn. Getting the almond milk up there. And those are, let me see if I remember correctly, I think they're actually sweet potato noodles. I'm not looking at them right now when I'm recording this voiceover, but that's what I think they were. And so here is my candy stash. I know, right home about this one. So this is, we usually do gingerbread houses and sometimes Valentine's houses, and it's just my stash of candy. Got candy canes in there. Now, of course, after I filmed this, once the kids realized, what? We have candy in those baskets, we went through about 2 boxes of candy canes, and I said, okay, that's it. That's it. Have fun. I think those aren't even shown in this video because they had already taken them at that point. But they do. They forget about the basket of hard candy Mom has, or the stash. So that's just fine with me. And yep, have some different flours there. Some coconut flakes. Some brown sugar. Next, I need to go through my kitchen baskets I have by the refrigerator. They are about the same state as this closet. There's some noodles. There's only a couple bowls left in there. So now thinking back, talking to my past self, I should have taken them out of the box. But yeah, see how nice and tall that is? That's where I think that could definitely use another shelf. And so now I feel like just some more randomness on the table, but we're going to get everything where it needs to go. Got one random bag of trail mix. So yeah, I am lining up the side of the deeper closet there with things that are single, like the one box of granola bars, the one bag of trail mix, things that, you know, quick afternoon snack, take the trail mix outside with a bunch of bananas, and it'll get used up before we replenish it. So there we go. Grand reveal for the deep closet, officially. And in my next video coming up here, I believe the video after this pantry one, it's going to be another garage update and Q&A, and we will talk more about these pantry closets and pantry storage in the new kitchen. I will just answer all those questions for you in the next video as we deep dive into that. But for now, these are fresh and organized and feel like there's a rhyme and reason. And then here is the not so deep pantry closet. Yay. Even though we have, you know, French onions and icing there together, that's okay. All the condiments, salt, baking basket, then we get into rice and various noodles, and then the evaporated milk. Thank you, friends, for watching me over 2 days get my pantry closets all worked out, smoothed out, as I like to say. Don't forget to click the first link in the description below. Save up to 75% off in the massive mega bundle sale. Also, go ahead and snag the brand new 4-week freezer cooking course, which is a $99 value, and it's totally free when you purchase the brand new massive mega bundle for 75% off. It's going to help your mom ahead, going to help give you some mealtime sanity, and I will see you real soon with another brand new video. Bye-bye.